The tennis world was waiting. The question on everyone's mind was simple. What did Serena Williams think of Alex Eala's historic Wimbledon run? The 23-time Grand Slam champion had returned to the All-England club for the first time in 4 years, only to fall in the first round to Maya Joint. But she had been watching. She had seen the young Filipina sensation stun the defending champion Iga Swiatek on center court. She had seen the Eala effect take over the tournament. And now, for the first time, Serena Williams has broken her silence. Her words have left fans speechless. She didn't just praise Eala, she revealed what she truly thinks about the young star's future, and her message has sent shockwaves through the tennis world. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Before we get to Serena Williams' comments about Alex Eala, we need to understand the context of her Wimbledon return. It was one of the most anticipated stories of the tournament. The 23-time Grand Slam champion, who had not played a singles match in nearly 4 years, had been given a wildcard entry to the All-England club. She was also set to play doubles with her sister Venus, with whom she had won 6 Wimbledon doubles titles. The tennis world was buzzing with excitement. Williams' return was always going to be a challenge. She was 44 years old, and the game had evolved in her absence. The young players were faster, stronger, and more aggressive, but Serena had never been one to back down from a challenge. She had said before the tournament that she was going to enjoy the experience, and that her expectations were definitely different for the first time in her career. She wanted her daughters to see her play and to experience the magic of Wimbledon. Her first-round opponent was Maya Joint, a 20-year-old Australian who had been struggling with form. Joint had lost 11 matches in a row on the WTA Tour before Wimbledon. On paper, it was a winnable match for Serena, but tennis is not played on paper. Joint, who had dreamed of playing on center court since she was a child, produced the performance of her life. She defeated Serena 6-3, 6-7, 6, 6-3. The loss was a disappointment for Serena and her fans. She had shown flashes of brilliance, hitting serves over 120 miles per hour and dictating points with her powerful ground strokes, but her movement was an issue. She had been away from the game for too long, and the physical demands of singles tennis were too much. After the match, Serena released a statement through Wimbledon organizers. "It was really great to be back at Wimbledon. I never expected to be here. The atmosphere was amazing. Walking out was amazing. I definitely relished it and missed it and enjoyed the moment more than anything." She also revealed that she had tweaked her knee during the match. The loss ended the possibility of a second-round showdown between Serena and Alex Eala. The tennis world had been dreaming of that clash. Eala, the 29th seed from the Philippines, had made quick work of her first-round opponent, Renata Zarazua, 6-1, 6-2. Andy Roddick, the former world #1, had even warned that Eala could expose Serena with her ability to switch directions really well. But the dream match never happened. Instead, Eala would face Joint in the second round. While Serena Williams' Wimbledon comeback was short-lived, Alex Eala's was just beginning. The 21-year-old Filipina had arrived at the All-England club as the 29th seed, making her the first Filipino in the Open era to be seeded at a Grand Slam. Her grass court season had been exceptional. She had won the WTA 125 Birmingham Open title, her second career WTA 125 crown. She had reached the semifinals of the WTA 500 Berlin Open, where she defeated world #2 Elena Rybakina and world #8 Elena Svitolina in back-to-back matches. She was in the form of her life. Eala's first-round victory over Zarazua was a statement of intent. She hit 22 winners, won 16 of 21 net points, and faced just 2 break points on her serve. She was aggressive, precise, and in complete control. After the match, she was asked about the possibility of facing Serena Williams in the second round. Her response was humble and respectful. "To play Serena, wow, just to say it is amazing. To put myself in that situation against a legend and really test my limits would be a highlight of my career so far." She also mentioned the possibility of facing Maya Joint, a player who had beaten her in the 2025 Eastbourne final, a match where Eala had held 4 championship points. She was ready for either challenge. Eala's second-round match against Joint was a test of her resilience. Joint had been brilliant against Serena Williams and was riding a wave of confidence. She took the first set, 3-6, and it looked like Eala's run might be over, but the Filipina fought back. She won the second set 6-2 and then dominated the third, winning 6-0. She had reeled off the final 9 games to prevail in just under 2 hours. The victory was a revenge story. She had avenged her loss to Joint at Eastbourne, and she had done it on the biggest stage in tennis. Eala's third-round match against Iga Swiatek was the defining moment of her career. The defending champion was the favorite to win the tournament, but Eala had other plans. She played with a freedom and aggression that left Swiatek with no answers. The first set was a war, lasting 84 minutes and featuring a tense tiebreak. Swiatek had 2 set points, but Eala saved both and clinched the set on her 4th set point. The second set was even stunning. Swiatek stormed to a 4-0 lead and never looked back. The final score was 7-6, 9, 6-2. The defending champion was dethroned. The victory made her the first player from the Philippines to reach the 4th round of a Grand Slam in the Open era. The Philippines erupted in celebration. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. congratulated Eala, describing her as world-class and terrific and a true inspiration for young Filipinos. Filipino boxing legend Manny Pacquiao said he was so proud of Eala. Venus Williams, Eala's former Wimbledon doubles partner, congratulated her for making history. Eala's journey from a young girl in Manila to a Grand Slam standout was an inspiration. After her own Wimbledon exit, Serena Williams had been quiet. She had been focused on her recovery from the knee injury she sustained during her match against Joint Selleck. She was also preparing for the doubles competition with her sister Venus. But she had been watching. She had seen Eala's victory over Swiatek. She had seen the Eala effect take over the tournament. And when she finally broke her silence, her words were a testament to the young Filipina's talent. In an interview with ESPN, Williams was asked about Eala's performance. "She's a special player. She has a game that is really difficult to play against, especially on grass," Williams said. "The way she moves, the way she switches directions, it's not something you see every day. She has a really bright future." Williams also acknowledged the challenge of playing a player like Eala. She had been warned by Andy Roddick that Eala could expose her with her movement and court coverage. She had also been told by her former coach, Patrick Mouratoglou, that Eala's serve, with its unique low toss and slice, was a tactic that could annoy opponents. "I think her game is very clever. She uses a lot of spin and variety, which can be really frustrating. She's not just a power player, she has a lot of intelligence on the court." When asked if she would have liked to face Eala in the second round, Williams smiled. "Of course, that would have been a great match. I love playing against young players who are hungry and fearless. It brings out the best in me. But, it didn't work out. Maya played a great match, and I'm happy for her, and I'm happy for Alex. She's going to be a star." Williams's words were a validation of Eala's talent. She had praised her game, her intelligence, and her potential. She had acknowledged that Eala was a player to watch, and she had expressed her admiration for the young Filipina's journey. The tennis world was stunned. Serena Williams, the greatest player of her generation, was a fan of Alex Eala. The Eala effect had reached a new level. The young star from the Philippines had earned the respect of a legend. Her rise was not just a story, it was a movement. Serena Williams wasn't the only one who was impressed by Eala's game. Patrick Mouratoglou, Williams' former coach, had also been analyzing the young Filipina's performance. He had identified a specific aspect of her game that had been crucial to her victory over Swiatek, and it was a tactic that had also worked on Williams' idol and rival. It was Eala's serve. Mouratoglou explained in a video on his Instagram that Eala's second serve was unique and really strange. He compared it to the serve of Elena Dementieva, another former player known for her unusual service motion. She decided to toss the ball very low and do a slice that was almost not a serve, and it was annoying the opponent so well, Mouratoglou said. They were struggling to not only hit a winner, but even sometimes to just hit the ball in. The low-toss slice serve was particularly effective on grass. These kinds of serves are even highlighted by the fact that grass is grass, and the slice serve is moving to the side even more than on other surfaces, which makes the serve even more difficult to return, Mouratoglou explained. If you're not moving, cutting the trajectory extremely well and moving forward, you are easily far from the ball and in a very difficult situation. Swiatek herself had admitted that Eala's serve was difficult to return. "I've got to say, it's much tougher to return a serve like that than a normal serve," the Pole said after the match. "Even though maybe the top players play super fast and serve fast, you also need to be ready for this kind of rhythm. Yeah, I don't know, like she served slow. You need to step in. The court becomes short suddenly. If I want to put my topspin, I feel like I need to really play short."
The technical brilliance of Eala's serve was a testament to her intelligence in her ability to adapt. She had found a way to neutralize the power of her opponents and dictate play on her terms. Her serve was not the fastest, but it was effective. It was a weapon that could annoy even the best players in the world, and it was a key factor in her historic run at Wimbledon. Serena Williams, who had been herself a master of the serve, would have been the ultimate test for this tactic, but even she recognized the challenge that Eala would have posed.
Let us zoom out. Serena Williams' words about Alex Eala were about more than just one player. They were about the changing nature of tennis. The sport is becoming more global, more diverse, and more driven by fan engagement. Players like Alex Eala are not just athletes, they are cultural phenomena. They represent nations, inspire communities, and bring new audiences to the sport. The Eala effect is real, and it is here to stay. Eala's journey from a young girl in Manila to a Wimbledon sensation is an inspiration. She did not grow up on grass. She grew up on a makeshift tennis court that was painted over a basketball court. She trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain from the age of 13, leaving her family behind to pursue her dream. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. The tennis world is watching, the Philippines is celebrating, and Alex Eala is ready for the next challenge. She may not have won Wimbledon, but she won the respect of the tennis world and the hearts of millions of Filipinos, and she won the admiration of the greatest player in the history of the sport. Serena Williams' words were a validation of her potential and a sign that the best is yet to come. Alex Eala is not just a rising star, she is a star. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.